Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's video I have a double unboxing to share with you, so without further ado let's get straight into the unboxings and see what goodies I've got. As said, I have two unboxings to share with you. I tend to do all my unboxings all sporadically because they always come at different days and I'm too impatient to wait and open them all together. But this time round I had the box sent to me one day and then the following day the other box came and I was like, oh, I'll just do it all together. But I have a box of stories box to open to you guys, and also my Bookbox Club subscription box. I'm going to do the box of stories last because this is like a special one and I'm really excited for this one. I'm going to do this one first. Now I can't remember exactly what this theme is, but I got a feeling it's to do with sea and sea retellings, like mermaid retellings or something. I think so. I remember rightly. I think when I saw what the theme when it was revealed for this month, I wasn't as excited as I get with the other previous things, only because I tend to not be overly vibe with books to do with mermaids, anything to do with the sea, pirates, things like that. So I'm excited for this, don't get me wrong, but I just don't know whether it's going to be something I fully enjoy like the rest of the stuff. But you never know, I might be surprised. I might also be completely wrong with the theme. I just remember seeing it in emails. I just don't know whether it was for this month or whether it's next month. I can't remember. A lot's been going on personally, so my head's just all over the place. But yeah, let's just see what's inside. Oh yeah, okay, so it is. It's Mermaids and Myths. That's what it looks like. So got spoiler cards, so I'll go into that last. And we've got the little Clubhouse Invitation, which to be honest I never do. I'm not gonna lie, this box smells lush. I wish you could smell it, but it smells really nice. So I'm just going to go to the first thing I can see, which I think is what's making it smell nice. Ooh, okay, so it's a rock salt and driftwood bath fizzer. Oh, it smells gorgeous. So it's that. I don't want to open it because I've got a feeling I'm not going to be able to stick it back down. Hang on. I'm going to be able to do it. Oh, I might do. Or not. Oh god. I've ruined it, but so it looks like this. It smells lovely. The problem is I do not have a bath, so I don't know whether this is gonna work in the shower or not, but we might try. I got a feeling I'm gonna have to put this in something else, otherwise it's gonna get funny because it's now all broken. But this smells absolutely divine, I'm not gonna lie. So that's what makes the box smell nice. We've got a, oh this is cool, we've got a little coffee travel mug. So that side looks like that, and that side, sorry you can got the sun in the way. How can I do it so you can't see the sun? And then that side. Let's go back again, and then you've got the moon. That's quite cool. I like that. That's really good. That's like a little coffee travel mug, which is really cool. We've also got some mermaid themed socks. I like them. You can't go wrong with socks, and I like the brand of these socks, Joe Cool. I've got quite a lot of socks from that company. We also have, oh this is really sweet, a mermaid wooden pin, which is like that. That is cute. I like that. It's just tiny and sweet. That is really sweet. I really like that. What else? I can see the book, but I don't want to do that yet. Oh, okay. Oh, we have a really cool mermaid pen. I might actually give this to my daughter because I think she'll appreciate this. Is it a mermaid pen? I don't know. Is it one? Is it a pen? Oh yeah. Yep, it's a pen. It's just had a little weird thing on. Oh, I might have to give this to my daughter because she'll like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to give that to Alice because she'll really like that. She'll, you know, if she sees it in my room, she'll steal it anyway, so I might as well give it to her. And next we've got the book, I think, yes. Ooh, so the book's called Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. So it looks like that. I really like the cover. And as usual, we have a signed book template to put in. So while I'm here, I'm going to do that quickly if I can. Can I undo it? Yeah. There you go. And yeah, let's just see what the book is about, because I never heard of it before. So it says, when you peel back the skin of the sea, you never know what you might find. Simi Deli is one of the Mami Water mermaids who collect the souls of those who die at sea and bless their journeys home. But when a boy is thrown overboard a ship of enslaved people, Simi saves his life, going against an ancient decree and bringing terrible danger to the Mami Water. Now Simi must journey to the Supreme Creator to make amends, a journey of vengeful gods and treacherous lands. If she fails, she risks not just the fate of the Mami Water and the boy she loves, but also the world she knows it. This is a story that will change history. Okay, that sounds quite interesting. Like I said to you guys earlier, I'm not the biggest fan of mermaid stories. Like, I do like myth retellings, I do like reading about gods and all that, and I like the fact that there's that in here, and it does sound like, oh excuse me, I got a right runny nose. It does sound like there might be like sort of magic involved in here as well. It does sound interesting, but it's one of those books that I will either love or I don't. I've actually unhauled a couple of books that I started reading that was to do with mermaids and sea, and I wasn't just vibing them, it just weren't for me. So I'm intrigued. This does sound really good. I like the fact that it's to do about collecting souls and that might be like a nice, like a different take, and it also sounds sort of like magic, that maybe she's not like a full mermaid, like she's sort of like, by the sounds of it, like, you know, she's got legs as well. I don't know, it's more, this sounds more intriguing. It's also, I like the fact that we've got a black female character. Yeah, I'm intrigued. Like, it's got it just says that, I just had a look at the back, it's got African history, so that might actually really appeal to me and just bring this book a bit more out. It's intriguing. I definitely want to try it. It depends on whether it will be my vibe or not. But yeah, regardless, it's a stunning cover. So let's quickly go through who did what. So obviously we know who the book's by. So the travel mug is artwork by Jana Heska, who is website is www.janaheska.com. That's that. The mermaid badge is by Pin and Ink, which is the website pinandink.card with 2 R's.co/. The bar Fizzer is by Little Heart Gifts, which is www.littleheartgifts.co.uk. And the Mermaid Pen, I'm guessing, is a book box exclusive one. So yeah, interesting. So yeah, that's the goodies I've got from that. Oh. Now on to the second unboxing, which is a box of stories. So with a box of stories, let me just quickly move all of these up the way, because then I can put everything back up there for you all to see. Ugh. Can you tell this is a very impromptu video? So a box of stories. I did have a subscription with them. It was a sci-fi and fantasy one. However, I stopped that subscription purely because, if I'm going to be totally honest, I was getting more sci-fi books than fantasy. Like, I wanted it to be half and half, so like 2 sci-fi, 2 fantasy. But like, my first box was half and half, but my other boxes, like both of them came to be like full fantasy, full sci-fi, sorry. And I'm really trying to get into my sci-fi, but I'm failing. I do seem to like the sci-fi books that have got like a sub-genre and a subplot to it. So I've read a sci-fi that's got a thriller aspect in it, which I liked. I read a sci-fi for tour which was a racing aspect of it, and I've also did halfway read a sci-fi book that had a fantasy aspect in it, and in that sense I enjoy them. This is not fully sci-fi, but if it's a full sci-fi book, I struggle with. And I just thought, you know what, I need to read the sci-fi books that I own from both a box of stories and books that I bought, and determine whether it's a genre for me or not. Because if I continue getting this box subscription, I'm getting into sci-fi and it's really not for me, I'm paying a subscription that's I'm not enjoying and I'm not going to read, and basically I'll be like unhauling books because I'm not reading them. And so I was like, you know what, I'll stop it and read what I've got. If I think, actually no, I've gotten into it and I'm enjoying it, then I might pick it back up or what. But this one is, I think, a one-off box. I can't really remember. I just got an email from them a couple of weeks back to say that they have a Halloween special box subscription, or box, I think it's one-off, like a one-off box subscription. Basically all of the 4 books that you get are all horror based, and you also got like a Halloween inspired bookmark. And I actually am getting into my horror this month. I've read a few spooky books. I won't even go on to how my October TBR is going because yeah, but the books I've been reading that have a horror aspect I've thoroughly enjoyed and really like. And I was like, do you know what, actually it's a genre I like. And in hindsight, when I really think about it, it is a genre that's got a bit of fantasy element. It's got a supernatural paranormal element, sorry. And I like that. Like, I like my fantasy, I like my magic. I've read like supernatural fantasies, I've read paranormal fantasies. In hindsight, horror is just like that. It's just maybe a little bit more spookier. So I decided to do this one-off subscription, and I'm really excited what to see. I've got, like, it's 4 books, like it's $16.99 plus P&P. But actually no, I think I got free P&P. I think it might have just been free P&P. Anyway, it's really heavy. Like, honestly, I don't know what's in here. Like, I've opened it so I can get in. They haven't looked inside, but it's so heavy. Like, I don't know why. Like, they don't do hardbacks, I don't think. So I'm wondering whether it's just like a chunky book or something, but it's really heavy. But yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm just going to get inside and see what horror books I've got, because I'm in a horror mood. So I might continue this through November. We'll see, because there's a lot going on. Ooh, wow. Okay, listen. I think I've found a source of why it feels really heavy. Right, anyway, we've got like a box of stories, a Halloween box. Yes, okay, right. So it says it's a special edition Halloween box by Box Stories. We have curated this exclusive one-off box to level the thrill up this Halloween. In this box, you can discover 4 new chilling stories from genres like horror, paranormal, gothic, and ghosts that you may have never known before, while saving the books from mysteriously disappearing forever. We have also added a bonus treat in this box, a bookmark made from recycled paper to mark the page that last haunted you. So if you don't know about a box of stories, so basically 77 million books are destroyed in the UK every year. 83% of those books are pulped before they have even been read. We want to save these amazing books from being lost in time forever. Every box you get saves 4 amazing books, and you discover 4 incredible authors. So yeah, basically it's if they're not known publishers or they've not sold or something like that, these books will just get chucked, and basically they'll get pulped and no one reads them and things like that. And obviously that causes our ecosystem, our world into like chaos and all that, because you know we're in a global warming pandemic kind of thing and everything like that. So you know, all of these books, we're saving books, but also we're saving the planet. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to show you is this really cute bookmark. It's got a little, well, it's pumpkins, a pumpkin cauldron sort of. We've got a cat, we've got a witch's hat, we've got eyes, bones, skulls, bats. Yeah, I like the colour. It's like, it's a cute spooky bookmark rather than a scary bookmark, and I'm not gonna lie, I can't go wrong with bookmarks. I've got a load, like I got loads and I love them. It says at the, it's just on the back, it's got a saved books for books, and it's also like QR code that if I refer a friend, they get £4 off their box and I get £4 off my box. So I might put that in my description, so if you want to, you can get some money off. So which book should I go for? Okay, I'm going to go for this one. So this is called The Secrets of Cliff Grange School. Strange Happenings in a School for Unusual Girls. This is by Kim Newman, and it is, the publishers are Titan Books, which I do know of. So this is what it looks like. I really like it. I really like the cover. Like, there's something about black and white books. They can be like, they're subtle, but they can be quite eye-catching. And not going to be rude, there's this girl who's floating, and we've got what looks like quite a haunty feel school. So let's just read and see what this is about. A week after her mother found her sleeping on the ceiling, Amy Tomsett is delivered to her new school, Cliff Grange in Somerset. Although it looks like a regular boarding school, Amy learns that Cliff girls are special, the daughters of criminal masterminds, outlaw scientists, and master magicians. Several of the pupils also have special gifts like Amy's, and when one of the girls in her dormitory is abducted by a mysterious group in black hoods, Amy forms a secret superpower society called the Moth Club to rescue their friend. They soon discover that the hooded conspiracy runs through the school, and it's up to the Moth Club to get to the heart of it. Oh, I like the sound of that. That's got sort of dark academia vibes with it being a sort of like boarding school kind of thing, but also it's got that supernatural element, and I'm sorry, but Moth Club sounds really cool. Yeah, I'm really intrigued with this. This sounds really good. I've never heard of the author before. I'm curious, has she written any other books? Okay, so this was published October 2015. Yes, she's got other books. She's got, obviously this is a book one. There's a second book in this series called The Haunting of Cliff Grange School. She's also got an Anno Dracula series. She's got an English ghost story, Professor Moriarty, The Hound of the D'Urbervilles, Jago, The Quorum, Life's Lottery, Bad Dreams, A Nightmare, The Man from the Diogenes Club. So she's got quite a few books out. I'm really intrigued by this, and certainly if I enjoy this book, I definitely will pick up the second book, because I'm guessing this is probably going to leave it on a cliffhanger if there's another book. But yeah, this sounds really good. I love the cover. Yeah, this sounds really intriguing. I like the sound of this. This is good. So I'll put that there. Next up, I'm going to go for a really, really big book, which is probably now going to make this topple stay. So this is why the box is heavy, because of the big, chunky paperback. So it's by Tim Powers, and it's called Hide Me Among the Graves. And I don't know the publisher. Oh, Corvus Books. Okay, that's a publisher I don't know. I don't know whether you guys know, but it's a big book. Like, how many pages is this? Oh, it's not that many actually. I think it's because of the size of the book. Hang on. .511 pages, so it's not massive, but I think because of the size of it, like, it isn't your regular size paperback, is it? It's like bigger. But yeah, I like the sound of this, so let's see what this is about. Oh, right. The bit here it says, "Hide Me Among the Graves" is a stellar supernatural thriller and an impressively original variation on the vampire theme. If this is a book about vampires, then I'm gonna love it, because I love books about vampires, especially when vampires are made out to be monsters, not your like forbidden romance, good vampires thing. Okay, anyway, let's see what it's about. London, 1862. A city of over 3 million souls of stinking fog and dark, winding streets. Through these streets walks the poet Christina Rossetti, haunted and tormented by the ghost of her uncle, John Polidori. Without him, she cannot write, but her relationship with him threatens to shake London itself to the ground. This fascinating, clever novel vividly creates the stews and slums of Victorian London, a city of dreadful delight. But it is the history of a hidden city, where nursery rhymes lead the adventurer through haunted tunnels and inverted spires, and where the price of poetic inspiration is blood. Okay, it does sound really good, and if it's to do with vampires, we're already here. It's got obviously a historical element to this book. Ooh, I'm just going to read this poem out. And mother dear, when the sun has set and the pale kirk grass waves, then carry me through the dim twilight and hide me among the graves. Elizabeth Siddell Rossetti at last. So this was published in 2012, and it is, so it was first published in the US, and it was an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers, and then it was published in Great Britain by Corvus, which is an imprint of Atlantic Books Limited. Okay, so we got that. That sounds really good. I like the fact that if this is to do with vampires, I know I'm going to love it. And then what book should we go? We've got a little small book, so I'm going to go for this one. So it is The Silence of Herondale. It says a classic novel of Gothic suspense by Joan Aiken. So this is by Orion Books, which I do know of. How many pages is this? Because I've got a feeling this is going to be a little short and sweet one. 166 pages. So this is a little tiny book. But I'm intrigued. I quite like the cover. It gives me Agatha Christie vibes, and I'm not going to lie, Agatha Christie isn't an author I love, but that's what this sort of gives me, and also the writing is very similar, like the print of it is very similar to what Agatha Christie is. Anyway, let's read what it's about. A child in danger, an isolated house in the depths of winter, and a killer on the loose. Snow-covered fields and moors stretch away on all sides of Herondale House. Despite rumours of an escaped killer on the run, Deborah Lindsay knows that she must control her fear. She has a young charge, 13-year-old prodigy Corinne, to care for. But the isolated Yorkshire farmhouse already holds the terrible secret of one death, and after an increasing number of sinister accidents, Deborah begins to wonder how long it will be before evil strikes again. Ooh. 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 Okay, so Joan Aiken it says 1924 to 2004. So I'm guessing she is dead. So she began her writing career in 1950s. The Silence of Herondale first published 50 years ago in 1964. Okay, so this definitely is giving me Agatha Christie vibes. So The Silence of Herondale is 1964, The Fortune Hunters was 1965, Trouble with Product X is 1966, Hate Begins at Home 1967, The Ribs of Death 1967, Died on a Rainy Sunday 1972. Oh, okay, this is very interesting. Yeah, so this was published 1964. I think she's got family because it says Lisa Aiken 2019. Ooh, okay. And it's also got in this bit here. There was a long pause before the door opened. Deborah, standing solitary in the road, felt as if the unpeopled village green behind her was bristling with eyes, as if she was being watched from the high valley sides above the house roofs. In fact, when she turned restlessly to look, the green was still completely deserted and silent. Never, she thought, had she come to such a silent place. The small grey stone houses with their moss-grown granite roofs seemed secretly withdrawn into some conspiracy against her. Was that a face at a window? If so, the lace curtain flicked down again before there was time for a full glimpse. Deborah, town-bred, was made uneasy by the silence. There's this bit here. The only difference I can see is that children's books have happier endings than those for adults. You have been warned. Okay, I'm intrigued. This is giving me Agatha Christie vibes, and I'm not going to lie, Agatha Christie's books aren't for me, but this might be completely different, and it's a little short book. So yeah, this is certainly a book I don't think anyone would have probably heard of. I've never heard of her or the book, so I think this one's a unique one for sure. Last book we have, I think I'm going to say this right, Halcyon by Rio Ewers. I'm sorry, I probably said all of that wrong, but already loving this vibe in the book. Like, it's definitely clear that's blood. And it says on top of here by Paul Tremblay, which I'm sure is an author I've heard of, a tornado of a novel. So this is again Titan Books, and I like. Okay, I'm already intrigued because an author I really like called Sarah Pinborough has blurbed this, and it says Ewers is a kunz or king for a new generation. Ooh, okay, I'm intrigued because I do like her books. Okay, it says Halcyon is the answer for anyone who wants to escape, but paradise isn't what it seems. A self-sustaining community on a breathtakingly beautiful island, Halcyon is run for people who want to live without fear, crime, or greed. Its leader has dedicated her life to the pursuit of Grand Moon, a place of eternal beauty and healing, and believes the pathway there can only be found at the end of pleasure. On the heels of tragedy, Martin Lovegrove moves his family to Halcyon. A couple of months, he tells himself, to retreat from the chaos and grind. Yet he soon begins to suspect there is something beneath Halcyon's perfect veneer. As the founder captivates his young family, Martin sets out to discover the truth of the island, however terrible it might be, where something so perfect hides unimaginable darkness beneath. Ooh. This sounds like it could be a cult. It's giving me cult vibes, and if it is to do with like a cult, I'm very, 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 very here for it, because I love reading books about cults. So this was published in 2018, so it's a recent book then. And The Forgotten Girl is his other book, which is May 2019, so this is his debut then. So I don't know whether The Forgotten Girl is like, whether this is a series or whether it's a complete different standalone. I'm intrigued by this book. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. This is giving me cult vibes. If it is a cult, when I get to read this and it is a cult, I'm going to be so happy because I love reading books about cults. They are fascinating. They drive me insane because people believe the spew these leaders give them. But I do really enjoy cult books. So yeah, this is a good little 4-book haul. I'm excited for all of them. I must admit, the one I'm most excited about is The Secrets of Cliff Grange School. Don't mind me. That one I'm most excited for because it's giving me dark academia vibes, supernatural powers sort of thing. That is screaming out to me, and I'm kind of in I want to read more dark academia books. But yeah, I'm really excited for this little 4 books, I'm not gonna lie, and I think I am going to try and read them soon because they are appealing to me. So yeah, I'm really glad I got this. This is actually a good selection they've given me. Some books that a box of stories given me, I've not liked all of them, or one book really stands out and the others don't, kind of thing. But actually each of these 4 I do like the sound of, and I think each are going to be something I'm going to enjoy. I'm certainly intrigued by this one purely because it says about vampires, and I'm like, ooh, this one I'm very curious about because it is giving me Agatha Christie vibes, and I want to know whether it's gonna vibe with me or not. This one, if this is a cult, yes, and this one definitely going to be a good book, I think. So yeah, that is my 2 unboxings. If you've heard of any of these books or read any of these books, please let me know because I'd love to see your thoughts on it. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm sorry this isn't a very energetic video like I always do, but a lot's going on and I'm struggling a bit. But I will be doing a separate video all to do with that anyway. But yeah, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.